Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Welcome to my Friday Live here on YouTube. So happy you're here. Hello, if you are watching the replay, feel free to say hello, leave a comment, a question. I am here for it. So today's card is this one, and I call it a half and half card because this is the same sheet of designer series paper, but I'm using both sides. So it's a really fun technique. I'm going to show you with the same pack of paper, but a different pattern, just to show you how versatile this technique can be. We're going to be using the framed florets bundle. I've been talking about this bundle all week, this whole collection all week. So this paper is while supplies last. It is available until January 4th. The little gold nuggets here that I'm using have already sold out. These are already gone. So you're going to have to replace them with something else if you want to make this exact card because these are sold out already. The paper is limited time, and there is a Christmas stamp set that we're not going to be using today, but that is also in the collection. It is a limited time. You can see the whole collection by clicking the link in the description of this video. And I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Sarah Chatella McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Starting in January, though, I think I'm going to drop my maiden name, and I'm just going to be Sarah McGuire. So hi, if you are new here and you've never seen one of my videos before, please click that subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live. This bundle is from this beauty, the brand new mini catalog, the January to April mini. I'm just going to call it the spring mini because I like that better, but I can't show you the inside of this, but this bundle is in there. But you can get this bundle right now. Like, it's a pre-order, pre-sales period kind of exclusive thing. It's in here. Also coming up, Celebration. If you don't know about Celebration, in a nutshell, Celebration is free stuff. Stampin' Up! Is giving away the farm, giving you all kinds of free stuff. These catalogs, we as demonstrators, we can pre-order from them now. Like, that started yesterday. So if you would like a catalog, though, I have ordered packs of catalogs. They are coming to my house right now. So if you would like a catalog, there is also a link in the description of this video to order a catalog for free. I will send you one if you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. If you do, get your catalogs from them. But I would be happy to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Also, one more thing before we get started on our card, the last chance product sale and the clearance rack refresh. So this is our current mini catalog. Hold on. This is our current mini catalog and is the July to December mini catalog. This goes away January 4th. I can show you the inside of this one because it is current right now, but there's all kinds of fun holiday themed stamps and products and so much good stuff. Lots of stuff from this catalog are on sale up to 60% off. Also, the clearance rack has been refreshed. So that is going on now. And when you place your orders with me, I have a host code. The December host code is right here on my desk. Use this host code to get your freebies for me if you order $50 or more. I have 2 freebies. I am giving away the Simply Chamois. This is a great way to clean your stamps. This one is brand new in the package. It's got a little bit of moisture in there, but it's good. And I'm also giving the Snowman Magic bundle tutorial. So if you would like those, use this host code. When you check out, I will send them to you. Onto our card. So for this card, the layout is pretty simple, but I really want to show off how this paper technique makes the card. So we're going to start with that. So I have my card base. Everything is pretty much the same except for the pattern I'm using. So I have an evening evergreen card base, and this is cut at 5.5 this way by 8.5 and scored at 4.25. I'm just going to take my bone folder, smooth out that edge. And then I have a piece of basic white that is 5.25 by 4, and that's going to layer on there. And then I have my designer series paper. So what I did is I cut a piece of designer series paper. It went this way. Actually, let me line up the design. It went this way. I cut a piece at 5 inches by 3.75. Then I turned it and I cut it in half at 2.5, because half of 5 is 2.5. And I cut it in half. So now I have two pieces. What I'm going to do is flip one over. So that's how easy it is. And you can do this with any paper you have. So that's what I did with this paper. That's what I did with this. Any paper you have in your collection, cut it to 5 by 3 3/4, then cut it in half at 2 1/2, and you have a half and half card. So we're going to put this part together first. And then I also switched up the ribbon I'm using because for this card, I used the pretty balmy blue ribbon, which I believe is part of the sale right now and it is on sale. But for this one, I'm going to use a slightly different ribbon just because I liked the evening evergreen and I wanted that to pop instead of the balmy blue. We're still going to do the same color frame because balmy blue, it's all the same color palette basically. I'm just going to put this, I'm going to line it up. It doesn't have to be exact because we're going to hide that little gap there with the ribbon. So then I have my evening evergreen window pane check ribbon. I'm just going to lay that out across there, find my scissors. And just give it a little snip. And then we can flip this over and put some seal on the back. And all the supplies I used for this card are in the description of this video as well. So if you're wondering about that ribbon, that is listed in the description. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it kind of on its side so I can get it lined up better. And I'm going to fold that around, then pull it kind of taut and fold that around. And now we can just put that on our card base. And then for this card, I've already done my die cuts, but we're going to do a little bit of coloring. I have a scrap piece of basic white. Let's do our stamping. I got the framed florets stamp set. We're going to be using this guy here. And then for a special person on a special day, I like that one. We're going to get that stamp. And then where is it there? Right there. So we're only using 2 stamps on this card. I'm going to grab a D block. And then a C block. And let's get our evening evergreen ink. And then I'm using Memento for the flowers because I'm going to be coloring it with Stampin' Blends. Memento ensures that it won't really bleed because Stampin' Blends are alcohol-based markers and our ink pads are water-based. And it works if that is all you have. I have used like basic gray or smoky slate with blends and it's been fine. But if you're really worried about bleeding or if you're doing a lot of blending, a lot of coloring, you're going to want to use the Memento ink. So set that aside. And then I will grab my oval. So these ovals, let me show you these. These are really neat. So this is the framed florets dies. And there are 3 different ovals in here. There's this one, which is gorgeous. And then there's this one that doesn't actually cut out the oval, but makes the hearts and makes it a frame. This is the one we used for our card. And I did it twice. So I did one in basic white, and here's like the outline for that. So I did one in basic white and one in balmy blue. So I ran it through twice, and then I just kind of swapped the pieces. And you could even use this for a different card. So I do save those for a different card, but we're going to stamp on the oval here. And if you wanted to, you could do your stamping first and make sure you really have it lined up before you put it through your die cut machine. We're going to live on the edge today, and this one's a little bit crooked, not going to lie. It's a little bit crooked if you really look at it, but I'm okay with it. It's a handmade card. It's not supposed to be perfect. So I'm going to grab my evening evergreen, ink up my stamp, just tap, 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 and try to get this more even and not as crooked. There. Not as crooked at all. And I kind of went up on the oval a little bit because we are going to be putting our flower there. And I'm going to clean off my stamps really quick. I have my Stampin' Scrub. I'm going to use a little bit of Stampin' Mist on one side. Now with the chamois, you can do the same thing except you don't have the big scrub. So what I do with the chamois is I spray the one side with the Stampin' Mist, rub my stamp, and then dry it on the dry side. It does the same thing. So I'm going to put my stamps away. Oh, and it looks like I have some spam in the comments. I'll have to delete that once I am done being live. All right, so now we're going to color. I have my flower. I'm going to grab my Balmy Blue Stampin' Blends combo pack and soft succulent. We'll go with the soft succulent first. And this really doesn't take too long to color. And actually, I'm not going to color this one because with the magic of YouTube, I've already die cut one. So I just used the die cut from the frame florets, this guy here. Cut it out, you get that, and that's the one we're going to color. So I'm going to start with the light soft succulent, and I'm just going to do these leaves. And I'm using the finer tip end because it's just easier that way. The brush tip is nice, but it's a little large for some of these more detailed parts. And go over these leaves. And this one really is kind of quick to color. I love coloring. It's super relaxing for me. Makes me happy. All right, now we're going to go in with the light balmy blue. And this time I'm going to use the brush tip end. And I'm just going to go over the whole thing as much as I can. If I leave some white parts, I'm okay with that because we're going to be going back over it. Now I'm going to grab the dark soft succulent and the brush tip end of this one. I'm just going to kind of every other one of these leaves here, I'm going to kind of highlight, I guess. And I grab my light soft succulent again, go over it just to blend it. And this is a very rough blend. It's not perfect. Make sure, I'm going to leave the other little pieces alone. Now I'm going to grab light balmy blue one more time. Oh, I didn't do the dark. Go in with the dark. I'm just going to do the centers and then some of these outlying little petal pieces. I'll do this one too. It's really up to you. This is where I kind of let my creativity go. I love to color, so I just kind of go with whatever I'm feeling. And then grab the light one more time. And just kind of blend that all together. Make sure I go over any pieces that I might have missed. Like that. And that looks good to me. So now we're ready to assemble. So to assemble, I'm going to grab my multi-purpose liquid glue and I'm going to flip over that frame. I'm just going to, don't want to put too much, but I'm just going to run it kind of around. And then I'm going to show you a little trick you can do while this is drying. So that should be good. Grab my card. Try not to get glue on my fingers. Kind of center it. And because of that ribbon, it kind of has a hard time sticking. So what I like to do is take an E-block and just pop it on top. And that can sit there for a minute while I grab some Stampin' Dimensionals. Looks like I need a new one. Those are mini here. Oh, no, I don't. I have one. So I'm going to grab some Stampin' Dimensionals, flip over that other oval, pop these on the back, and then pop some on the back of our flower. That should be dry. And take the backing off of our oval. And I just kind of line it up, place it in the center, and then we can take the backings off of our flower. I'm going to do it to the side a little bit. I did that one more in the center. I'm going to do this one to the side. And now we can add our bling. Oh, and the inside to our card. I'm going to use the liquid glue because it's handy. And put the inside of our card. And you can decorate that with some of the flowers, maybe color it a little bit. That would be pretty. For this one, I'm just going to leave it blank. And then I have my Take Your Pick tool with the putty end. That's, I need to peel that off a little bit. And the Gold Swirled Adhesive Back Gems Swirls. Gold Swirls. These are, like I said, sold out. But there are plenty. Stampin' Up! Has a ton of embellishments. So you can use whatever you had. The Gilded Gems, I just got a few of those. Those are on sale right now for $2, I think. There we go. Like I was having a hard time. I'm just placing 3 of these just kind of randomly around, and that is our card. So tell me in the comments, which one do you like better? Do you like the more balmy blue focused one or the more evening evergreen focused one? I think I like this only because of that checkered pattern. I really like that, and I love this pattern too. I like the pink in there, but I think that's my favorite. So let me know in the comments. I will be live again Sunday in my Sassy Paper Crafters VIP group. So go ahead and join us over there. The link is in the description of this video. And I will be live again here right next week, next Friday, December 9th. Not sure what time yet, but I will see you then. I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.